couple of weeks ago, we closed above 361.30. That has now indicated 523.57 as a 5-year channel top, able to contain buying through 5 to 8 months. I keep saying maybe sooner, and that sooner would clearly emerge or identify itself if we were to now close the week above the 458.82. If you've been long for the last couple of weeks, this is an area to trim some of that long position. Take some profits, because from here we can fall away into the 360s again, quite possibly by the end of October. The beginning of sell-off process, I think, emerges with the settlement not only today below 426.11, but we also have this sort of newly formed rising channel bottom over the last week, based in part on yesterday's Monday's high at 425.09. So 425.09 is our down pivot through the rest of the week. If we close today, Tuesday, below 425.09, we could quite possibly by Friday's close with present volatility test the 397.93 level. Once we test the 452.25 channel top, within 2 or 3 weeks we can fall back to 397.93, and by the end of October all the way back into the 360s. It would be a settlement today below 425.09 that would set up 397.93 as a 3 to 5 day target. So you've got a 3 to 5 day swing trade here. 425.09, you can buy into that. Bullish momentum remains clearly intact through the week above 425.09, in reach of 452.25. If we close below 425.09, we pivot south over the 3 to 5 day time frame to 397.93, where we could bottom out through next week, and from here round up into the 450s within 2 to 3 weeks of testing 397.93. And if we were over the next couple of weeks to close below 397.93, we're just a week or two away from testing that 361.30 level. Let's talk upside once again. Closing below 425.09, we've got a good high for the week, and the market pivots south to 397.93 within 3 to 5 days. Once we test this channel top, we can fall all the way to channel support, which is and will be in the 350s and climbing. It is actually quite consistent, this trend line, which will become a channel bottom once we test the channel top. You can see the wave counts that we have in the 426.11 to 426.67 area. Holding above that right now, we'll keep 458.82 in reach this week. That is that range that begins at 452.25. But once again, if we close today, for instance, below 425.09, that is an aggressive sell signal through the rest of the week, and that actually could potentially play out into October all the way back into the 360s.
Want more wins in your portfolio? Get Daily SPY and Triple Q analysis that gives you a clear plan for the market's next move, plus 2 high-probability stock picks each week, complete with entry, stop, and targets. Standout names we've covered include GE Vernova, AMD, and Robinhood. Start trading with a plan at wickedstocks.com.